Shalom Israel. I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashim Yahweh Shai, Bahashim Rakak Wadash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone, and Shalom to the elect. And, hey, as the scriptures say, because I was watching these videos, it's a lot going on, man. It's a whole lot going on. All right, but I want to grab this precept. Well, I start 2nd Ezra 15:1. Behold, speak thou in the ears of my people the words of prophecy, which I will put in my mouth, in thy mouth, saith the Lord. Now, in the perennial prophets of doom, in which most of you damn demons spoke against, all right, against our elders that teach and still diligently teach about the downfall of America and about the coming destruction, or the really destruction that's already here, all right, you choose not to believe. But that's okay, man, because seeing is believing. All right, and now you see that everything that we were saying, all right, as far as the RFID chip coming to pass, all right, as far as great death coming throughout the whole world, as far as World War III brewing up, all of these things are happening. So it says, and cause them to be written in paper, for they are faithful and true. Okay, so signed, sealed, and delivered, man. All right, the word has been signed. It's been sealed by Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai. It's been signed. All right, he put his name on it. So, hey, it will come to pass. And it says, fear not the imagination against thee. Let not the incredulity of them trouble thee that speak against thee. For all the unfaithful shall die in their unfaithfulness. So here it is, Akim are doing lessons. All right, going into the coming destruction. All right, like there's the video going around. Called "What is the Mark of the Beast?" And of course, you have 2 dislikes on the Elder Apostles page. So you shall die in your unfaithfulness. Behold, saith the Lord, I will bring plagues upon the world, the sword, famine, death, and destruction. And like the book of Habakkuk said, when it shall come, it shall not tarry, so we shall wait for it. And that coronavirus is bringing in multiple, the pestilence is bringing in the plagues. What a pestilence, the plague, same thing. Is bringing the what? The famine. Is bringing the sword, and ultimately is bringing destruction. Now, some in my history, all right, a few videos I want to highlight is the elder brother Yashawamba. It says EU creating huge transatlantic facial recognition database. All right, and we know that's what leading up into the chip, man. All right, so, and hey, we know the chip will come to pass prior to World War III. All right, so that's one prophecy we can keep in mind. All right, because the chip, the RFID chip, which is the mark of the beast written of in Revelations 13:16, will come to pass. Okay, which leads me to, it says Chinese bank runs, threat level 10. Somehow, some way, that coronavirus will crash the economy, just like it crashed China, and it's the coronavirus has hit Italy, it's hit South Korea, it's hit over here in the U.S. All right, that's basically all the ones I could think of so far, but I'm pretty sure I believe it hit South America over there in Peru. So hey, man, this is, and we can't forget about the protests that's been brewing all across the world: Colombia, Dominican Republic, Brazil. The Apostle Tahar, he did a video the other day. entitled "They Should Not Regard Their Kings nor Princes." Now I don't know if brothers can see it, but it says Brazilian senators shot trying to bulldoze protesters. All right, because that's prophecy too. The people, all right, will begin to see that their government is not a democratic government, man, meaning of the people. They don't give a shit about you people, especially you tribes. So this is why you're protesting. All right, there were violent protests over there in Bolivia. All right, we already know about Venezuela. All right, and now there are protests over there in Dominican Republic, like I mentioned before, because basically you had the people, you know, they were trying to, I believe, vote because you know, there was election time over there, and guess what? They basically canceled everybody's vote out, man. So now people are like, what's going on, man? You know, so it's only a matter of time before they take things in their own hand, man. You know, the scriptures say, curse, basically, curse be that wrath going to the Simeon. You know, so it's a lot of stuff happening, man. You know, what else? You know, hey, the brother, I believe the brother's name is Kassad from the New York camp. 2020 not looking good. That's right, man. IMGC. All right, another one. The brother in GMS Vegas sit downs is going into how because of the coronavirus scare, nobody's you know, trucks don't want to lock it. Because of the coronavirus scare, there are food shortages in Italy. You know, so what, that pestilence or that plague brought in a famine, which will eventually bring in death, which will eventually make a man, all right, to rob his neighbor, man. That's all written in the scripture, man. Okay, you see, which will eventually bring the sword, because Esau is gonna have to bring martial law. All right, just like over there in China, where it all started at, supposedly. They have 760 million people quarantined. All right, and I think I was looking at something. Let me see. You know, because it's bad over there, man. You know, you can't even leave your apartment. If you do, you got to issue with something like a hall. You got to be issued something like a hall pass. You know, the people are being treated like shit. Let me see. You can't remember where I saw that at. We can go on and on. Huge locust swarms eating up the crops over there in Africa. And I believe Saudi Arabia. All right. What else? Major earthquakes just hit over there in Iran. In Iran. The border of the border of Turkey hitting also Iran. You know, you got Iraq and Israel going back and forth. All right. You have damn, it's just so much, man. There's a lot. What else happening? You know, in the midst of all of this, you got people still asleep, man. They still worried about Harvey Weinstein. You know, and it's really astounding, man. You know, but hey, man, at the same time, that just proves the scriptures to be correct, man. For the day of the Lord cometh as a thief in the night. You know, but the scriptures tell us, in First Thessalonians 5. But of the times and seasons, brethren, ye have no need that I write unto you. For yourselves know perfectly that the day of the Lord so cometh as a thief in the night. So really it's any moment, man. Any moment now. Because you know, in the midst of all of this, Esau is going to still find a way to take the prophets off the streets, which is, that's also written, a famine of the word. We can't forget about that. Brothers' pages constantly being taken down. For when they shall say peace and safety, then sudden destruction cometh upon them, as travail upon a woman with child, and they shall not escape. You know, and this is really this is, at this point in time, there's really no type, there's no peace and safety, man. Everybody's all scared. You sneeze, oh fuck, maybe I had the coronavirus. you know you know Then sudden destruction cometh upon them as travail upon a woman with child, and they shall not escape. But ye brethren are not in darkness, that day should overtake you as a thief. So now more and more we're meditating, all right, on the destruction, all right, and this place falling, man. Brothers having dreams, you know what I'm saying? Spiritual dreams. Hey, the spirit was out to where we gotta meditate on maybe having to be put to death for this truth, man. So we're preparing ourselves as the rest of the world is just in La La Land, man. As the rest of the world is just in La La Land in their folly. Ye are, it says, but ye brethren are not in darkness, that day should overtake you. Ye are the children of light and the children of the day. We are not of the night nor of darkness. Therefore let us not sleep as do others, but let us watch and be sober. All right? So we got to watch and be sober. To be sober, be calm and collected in the spirit. Be temperate, dispassionate, circumspect. So now, we got to be more in the spirit now, man. We got to walk more in the spirit. All right? Being circumspect, meaning look, watching the news, watching the people around you. Watching the demons. Not watching, but, understanding, what you're getting into, man. Of course, we got to work and do certain things, but understanding yourself, man. Where's your mind at this point in time? Hey, we supposed to be the responsible ones. I just thought about you might say a person may go out with their friends, and you got to have a designated driver so this person can't drink. They got to be responsible. They have to be alert behind the wheel, and that's us, man. For the majority, it might be like 4 people, 3 of them pissy drunk, all right, and the 4th one, he's got to put up with this shit, but he the one driving. He the one make sure they all get home safely, man. So that's us, man. We got to remain sober, man. All right, because, hey, Esau's getting ready to come down with having great wrath, man. All right? And when you see the punch coming, don't hurt as much, man. As brothers always get into. Which leads me to this one now. All right? Which, these are a lot of good sites. AMTV. Well, eat the meat, spit out the bones. Just take it for what it's worth. This dude is always going into Bitcoin, but for the most part, his as you see, he be going into a lot of good news, man. You went into the stock market, because that's another thing that happened. The stock market, the Dow Jones fell 1,000 points. All right. Which, hey, that going to show you, man, this coronavirus could really usher in his trip, man. Another one, which is pretty good. It says mass incinerator moved to Wuhan. All right, because what? In order to stop the spread of a disease after people die, you gotta burn them. Who knows, man? These motherfuckers may take drastic measures, to just start setting communities on fire. Who knows, man? If you're not trying to abide by the rules, all right, because China, they're very strict on trying to quell the any pesticides any pesticides or disease. Any disease. So who knows what the hell they may do. You know, that's when you quarantine 760 million people, it's nothing. Nothing seems impossible at that point. You taking any measures. It was videos showing out. They had trucks out there spraying the streets. With I guess germicides, whatever you call them shits. So hey, the sword, famine, death and destruction is coming. It's here. I'm not even gonna say it's coming. It's here, man. If I don't know if I mentioned, but also the brother Malcolm, he went into how you got a case. You got a case of over there in California now, to where people have the coronavirus, but they're telling them to self quarantine. Like they're really gonna do that. Nah, man, that's just gonna spread. They're turning Esau over here. There's already news articles and stuff coming out about also how Esau's making these military. Let me see if I can find it. They're turning these military bases into quarantine sites. See? More evacuees from China expect to arrive for quarantine at U.S. military bases. Hey, man, so it's going down, Just keep watch, man. Don't get nervous. Just keep watch, man. This is what we've been waiting for, man. The destruction that was ultimately supposed to come here. Babylon the Great, America, the daughter of harlots. The place where all wickedness goes. The place that uplifts weirdos and homos and all types of abomination against the Heavenly Father. Shalak Rayam al Babal. Shalom to your elect.